Hey yo guys, how are you doing? Today we're gonna talk about what Ninja Gaiden 4 needs to be a major success. While I was replaying Ninja Gaiden Black and Ninja Gaiden 2 for this video, I tried to nail down what makes the perfect Ninja Gaiden experience. Everything that makes up a Ninja Gaiden game from top to bottom. A game that could be the best Ninja Gaiden in the franchise. The perfect ninja storm we all wanted. We all deserve. I'm not talking about a game that already exists or a game that is in development yet. I'm talking about an idea. An idea that could take the franchise back where it belongs. A game series that should be mentioned in the same breath as Dark Souls or God of War. Ninja Gaiden is the true Dark Souls of video games. It was always there, hiding in the shadows like a true ninja. Its greatness never matched. So use your imagination, and if at any point you get an idea on how to further improve Ninja Gaiden 4, let me know in the comments down below. But for now, grab yourself some pizza, a can of Red Bull, kick back and make yourself comfortable, and let's get this party started. Ninja Gaiden turns 30 this year. Back in 1988, Ryu Hayabusa fought his way through his first adventure in the arcades. And when the franchise made its step from side-scrolling action masterpiece into the glorious 3D future, I was in my teen years and about to face the hardest challenge in gaming, Ninja Gaiden 2004. To say it was one of the most influential games of my childhood might be an understatement. It made me the man I am today. When I started Ninja Gaiden for the first time, it was a revelation. Graphics light years ahead of its competition, 60 frames per second, tight and responsive controls, and challenging gameplay. The first time in my life I was destined to finish a game. Against all odds, I learned to overcome challenges, face my fears. I walked the path of the ninja till the end. But the franchise as a whole took a hit in the last years and ended up banished into development limbo. But with single player games like God of War or Neo on the rise again, and Ninja Gaiden, one of the strongest IPs that Team Ninja holds, it would be the perfect time to reboot the franchise. I still believe that Ninja Gaiden 1 and 2 are easily the best action games ever made, so while I was replaying them, I nailed down the ultimate Ninja Gaiden experience to 5 main points that made playing Ninja Gaiden so unique and breathtaking.
Do you have a ticket for the party? No.
Walking the path of the ninja is a challenge you have to face on your own. Make Ninja Gaiden 4 single player only. For me, Ninja Gaiden worked best as a single player experience. Not every game needs attacked on multiplayer. Competing against the best of the best in leaderboards or trying to beat the mission mode was challenging and kept me up and sweating for months. And not to mention, developing a multiplayer mode is like developing a second game. It takes away resources that are much needed to create the ultimate single-player ninja experience. Focus your development efforts on what's important in a Ninja Gaiden game.
Be water, my friend.
And that's tight, responsive, and fluid gameplay. In Ninja Gaiden Black, I always felt in full control of Ryu. Enemies were challenging but fair, and bosses kicked my ass. Ninja Gaiden Black had me rage quit a million times, but it was always my lack of skills and not the unbalanced or unresponsive gameplay we got in Ninja Gaiden 3. Mastering the fast-paced mechanics of Ninja Gaiden 1 and 2 was key to overcome its challenges. No summoning a friend or over-leveling a foe could help you through those tough battles. You had to truly get good at the game to master it. Sadly, in later entries, the series struggled to keep up this depth in gameplay that especially Ninja Gaiden Black provided. So don't bring the fast-paced combat to halt with unnecessary quicktime events. We don't need a break in combat. Being slow and methodical works for Dark Souls, but Ninja Gaiden was always about fast-paced actions, so focus on your strengths. Ninja Gaiden Black was great in mixing up the gameplay. Wall running, sidestepping, Itsuna dropping, and switching up strategies was essential during combat. You were never too long in your comfort zone. You had to adapt to new challenges, and that's the key for making a great game, and keep the player engaged with your content. And talking about challenges,
it seems I have greatly overestimated you.
Let's talk about difficulty. Do not tone down the difficulty. As much as I like the improvements that the Sigma games made, they took as much away from the experience too, because fast-paced combat would be nothing without the challenge. Be confident in your game. I think Dark Souls showed that more than enough gamers value a true challenge and are willing to go the extra mile. Ninja Gaiden was there before. Ninja Gaiden's enemy AI was always smart and tactical. Trying to block all the time? Even the weakest foes could backstab you. Don't get me wrong, sometimes after a stressful day at work I boot up Ninja Gaiden Sigma just to release some stress and have a walk in the park while doing so. I like the Sigma games for what they are, but I prefer a real challenge over them every day of the week. I know that developers fall into the mind trap that they want to make a game more accessible to reach a wider audience. It's only logical, but Ninja Gaiden 3 is the perfect example of a franchise that has given up on its core values. Simplified combat mechanics, quick-time events, lean level design, and Metal Gear Solid-esque storytelling is as far off the true Ninja Gaiden experience as you could be, and that reflected in sales and reviews. It was widely regarded as the worst Ninja Gaiden game in the series, and even the mainstream audience it catered to didn't give it any attention. So Ninja Gaiden 4 needs to focus on its core values. And while we're talking about having a bad time,
I'd hoped the mighty Dragon Ninja would have put on more of a show.
This triggered me the most. There's gotta be better writing in Ninja Gaiden 4. Reboot the franchise. I love the story of Ninja Gaiden Black, a simple story of betrayal and revenge, with a few twists and turns thrown in for your convenience. It had a more serious tone and didn't went all overboard like Ninja Gaiden 3 did. Set the stage and get the action going. No overlong story cutscenes. Back to the basics. A revenge story always works. The story went too nonsensical in Ninja Gaiden 3, so start anew. Name it Ninja Gaiden, tell a different story. Young Ryu and his struggles to become the master ninja he is today would be a great thing. His challenges and the world he lives in. And talking about the game world. And that's the last point. You may already guessed it, since I'm the biggest Ninja Gaiden 1 fanboy. Make Ninja Gaiden 4 a semi-open world. The interconnected Dark Soulish level design works best for the series. Searching for collectibles like scarabs to unlock extra items like the OG Ninja Gaiden SNES trilogy was freaking fun. Hidden items made it worth to explore every turn on the map, and the unlockable shortcuts made the intricate level design interesting. And keep in mind, this was done way before Demon's Souls was published. I still believe that From Software's game development was hugely influenced by Ninja Gaiden, but never credited. But that's just a theory, a conspiracy theory.
No objections, I presume.
So, focusing on these 5 points would make Ninja Gaiden 4 a masterpiece and let Ryu return to his former glory. But most importantly, focus on polishing the game. What Ninja Gaiden really needs is polish. We don't need Ninja Gaiden right now. We wouldn't mind though, but take your time and make the experience a worthwhile one. In conclusion, Ninja Gaiden 4 needs a lot of things to be successful. To bring back older Ninja Gaiden fans and entice newer players to check it out. I don't expect all of these things to happen, but I believe that most of what I talked about is what a large portion of the Ninja Gaiden fanbase wants to see. But what do you think? What are some of the most important things Ninja Gaiden 4 needs to have? And what's the one thing you like to see the most? Let me know in the comments down below. I have a few more Ninja Gaiden videos planned out. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, remember to click the like button, subscribe and follow me on Twitter. But most importantly, have a great day and get the kick out of gaming.
This is not over.